Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live up in this Mickey now. We on Let's Talk About It, dog. My name is Brian McNeil. I am one half of the Empowerment Duo. Now, the prettier half of the Empowerment Duo is my wife, Lisa Santiago McNeil, and she's heading out. She's heading out this morning to go and facilitate a women's retreat, a 3-day event where they have workshops that she's going to facilitate. She's going to be teaching and preaching and facilitating and doing all kinds of things in a cabin with a bunch of women. I think last count I heard was 25 of them are going to be there. But Lisa's going to be the facilitator of it. But that gives me today and tomorrow to do our to do the show solo. Ooh, that was a good one too. So I got my coffee. I'm in my office, not the lab, but where we normally produce from. So I don't have a green screen in my office. Okay, but I do have tapestries down here, and it's not 8:59, and we're gonna get officially started. I might as well go ahead. I mean, do we have to live on the minute? Couldn't we start early if we want to? I think we can. It's 8:59. I'm riding solo today. Y'all see me rolling, and they hating. All because they want to try to catch me broadcasting dirty. Trying to catch me broadcasting dirty. Actually, we've been up since very early this morning. And I do know I'm looking at my face in this camera. Oh my gosh. Does Brother Brian need to shave or what? I know it's been more than a week since I've shaved. So maybe I don't even remember last time. But anyway, I'm not gonna let it go like this tomorrow. I'll shave today. Ugh, that looks ridiculous, Brian. This is 2021, man. We don't have to go out to the office. We work from home. That's still no excuse. That's still no excuse. We are going to continue our journey. This is day 4. On Monday, we began the journey with the 10 scrolls. The 10 scrolls from the classic book, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. So let me take a moment to share this broadcast, so I at least get some company up in this Mickey. Hello, Miss Phyllis. How are you? Thank you for joining me. I'm going to need all the help I could get today, man. I tell you. Lisa's not around. She's not willing to hang. So we're going to do our thing today. We are journeying down the 10 scrolls, and we're on scroll number 4. And the name of this scroll, now we've already done 3 scrolls. We've done the first scroll, which is Today I Begin a New Life. That was the first scroll. Today I Begin a New Life. And the second scroll was Let Love Lead, and let love be our greatest weapon. And the third scroll was I Will Persist Until I Succeed. I will persist until I succeed. And today's scroll, the 4th scroll, is I Am Nature's Greatest Miracle. I am nature's greatest miracle. Say it with me now. I am nature's greatest miracle. Now, that is true, that you are nature's greatest miracle. And we're going to prove that point today. I am nature's, I'm sharing it right now, nature's greatest miracle. And I want to thank you guys. That have been willing to share our broadcast. That helps our algorithms out tremendously. Miss Phyllis, how are you doing? You will be great. Where's your pop-up Lisa? She's upstairs. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get pop-up Lisa. Because actually the real Lisa is still here, but she's leaving. She has to go. Lisa, bring down pop-up Lisa, please. Got a request for her already. I need to find a prop for her. I don't have one over here, and that's going to require me to move too much stuff. But I'm going to go through the journey with you of nature's greatest miracle. I'll bring my pop-up Lisa. I'll hold her up is what I'll do. Thank you, Miss Phyllis, for reminding me of the use of pop-up Lisa. Now, Miss Phyllis, or anyone else that's tuning in here today, today's topic, again, we're on the fourth scroll, is I am nature's greatest miracle. Now, if you were to be bold enough to say it out loud, if you were willing to say the words that I am nature's greatest miracle, I want to ask, how do you feel after you say it? How do you feel after you say the words just that I am nature's greatest miracle? Just by saying it, how do you feel? This is my pop-up Lisa. Oh, there she is. It's not gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work today. Okay. Do I need to put it on this side? Okay. I need to move my chair over. I'm not doing that. Okay. Okay, I'll just use her occasionally. She'll pop up from time to time. Okay. She'll pop up from time to time. I'm going to sit her back here like this. That works. Okay, I got pop-up Lisa. All right, thank you. All right. Now, when you say the words, I am nature's greatest miracle, how do you even feel? Do you feel better? What if you said that to yourself? One of my favorite moments in life is this happened in 1964. Now, I was actually born in 1967, but this moment happened in 1964, in February of 1964 in Miami Beach, Florida, in a heavyweight championship boxing match between then Mr. Cassius Clay, 22 years old, and Sonny Liston, who was like 34, 35. And Liston had been already going down in the record books as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. He had totally demolished skilled fighters. He was an intimidator. He was Mike Tyson. I mean, he was before Mike Tyson, before George Foreman, one of these big, burly, intimidating fighters. And Ali was favored to lose that fight 7-1. Okay. 7-1, he was favored to lose. Liston was by far, and most people predicted that Liston would knock out Cassius Clay at the time. They predicted they'd knock him out within 3 rounds. That was the prevailing wisdom of the time. Now, this kid, Cassius Clay, had been bragging all up to the fight that he's the greatest and he's going to win and he's going to knock him out in 8 rounds, all that kind of stuff. And when the night came and young Cassius Clay performed phenomenally, and Sonny Liston did not come out for the 7th round. After the 6th round, he quit in his corner, saying he had thrown his shoulder out of whack or something like that. But anyway, Cassius Clay won the fight. And the moment I'm building up to was when Steve Allen put a microphone in his face. And this young man who just shook up the world and major upset victory was so excited. He started screaming into the microphone, I am the greatest. I'm great. I'm so great. I just upset Sonny Liston and I don't have a mark on my face. I must be the greatest. I am the greatest. And I was just thinking, wow, when do we as adults ever get to scream out loud that I am the greatest? When do we ever get to say that we're the greatest? Today, we're on scroll number 4, and you get to say, and you're going to get a chance to believe that you, and I do mean you, are nature's greatest miracle. Yes, you are. You are nature's greatest miracle. Do you have your coffee? Do you have your tea? Do you have your water? Do you give a chance to sit back, right back? Because if you will sit right back, you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this port aboard this tiny ship. Now, the first scroll Lisa and I just talked about, but the second and third scroll, we read those scrolls aloud. And we're going to do that today. We're going to read aloud scroll number 4, I am nature's greatest miracle. It's now 9:07. Good morning, Glenda. Good morning again, Miss Phyllis. Um, that's right. Say it, Glenda. I am the greatest miracle. Now I'm going to read it for you. And if you want to read along or repeat after me or whatever you want to do, but I'm going to get to it. Let's go now. It's 9:08. I am nature's greatest miracle. Since the beginning of time, never has there been another with my mind, my heart, my eyes, my ears, my hands, my hair, my mouth. None that came before, none that live today, and none that come tomorrow can walk and talk and move and think exactly like me. All men are my brothers, yet I am different from each. I am a unique creature. I am nature's greatest miracle. No lies detected. All that was true. Next paragraph. Although I am of the animal kingdom, animal rewards alone will not satisfy me. Within me burns a flame which has been passed from generation uncounted, and its heat is a constant irritation to my spirit to become better than I am, and I will. I will fan this flame of dissatisfaction and proclaim my uniqueness to the world. None can duplicate my brushstrokes. None can duplicate my chisel marks. None can duplicate my handwriting. None can produce my child. And in truth, none has the ability to sell exactly as I. Henceforth, I will capitalize on this difference, for it is an asset to be promoted to the fullest. I am nature's greatest miracle. Vain attempts to imitate others no longer will I make. Instead, I will place my uniqueness on display in the marketplace. I will proclaim it. Yea, I will sell it. I will begin to accent my differences and hide my similarities. So too will I apply this principle to the goods I sell. Salesmen and goods, different from all others and proud of the differences. I am nature's greatest miracle. I am rare, and there is value in all rarity. Therefore, I am valuable. I am the end product of thousands of years of evolution. Therefore, I am better equipped in both mind and body than all the emperors and wise men who preceded me. But my skills, my mind, my heart, and my body will stagnate, rot, and die, lest I put them to good use. I have unlimited potential. Only a small portion of my brain do I employ. Only a paltry amount of my muscles do I flex. 100-fold or more can I increase my accomplishments of yesterday. And this I will do beginning today. Nevermore will I be satisfied with yesterday's accomplishments, nor will I indulge anymore in self-praise for deeds which are in reality too small to even acknowledge. I can accomplish far more than I have, and I will. But why should the miracle which produced me end with my birth? Why can I not extend that miracle to my deeds of today? I am nature's greatest miracle. Let's pause right there. I'm going to finish this up. This morning, I shared a post on Facebook that I posted a few years ago, and it showed a picture of an unfertilized egg and sperm rushing to that egg, and one sperm ahead of the others. Now, it depends on who you believe or what your estimates you believe, but it's estimated between 200 million and 500 million sperm are attempting to fertilize that egg. And typically only one does. Only one does. So every single one of us that are born, we were born having won the race versus 200 to 500 million other sperm. The rest of the sperm that didn't get to fertilize that egg, they died off, but you didn't. You overcame that adversity at your conception. The day you were conceived, you had to overcome major adversity. I gotta plug my laptop up. We're going dead on you. And that would be a sad thing if the whole show ended because Brother Brian didn't plug in his laptop. Okay. By the way, I bought this laptop from Office Depot, and that salesman lied to me. He said, "If you can get that one over there, but this one right here has a heck of a backup. Battery life. It has twice the battery life of that one." That was a falsehood. This thing does not have the twice of the battery life of another one. It doesn't even have as much as the other one. So has terrible battery life. When I started this morning around 6, I had full battery. And now I'm having to plug up already. It's just 9. Terrible battery life. But I digress. The last paragraph. I am nature's greatest miracle. I will concentrate my energy on the challenge of the moment, and my actions will help me forget all else. The problems of my home will be left in my home. I will think not of my family when I am in the marketplace, for this will cloud my thoughts. So too will the problems of the marketplace be left in the marketplace, and I will think not of my profession when I am in my home, for this will dampen my love. There's no room in the marketplace for my family, and nor is there room in my home for the market. Each will I divorce from the other, and thus will I remain wedded to both. Separate must they remain, or my career will die. This is a paradox of the ages, and I am nature's greatest miracle. Now, that is a paradox. I'm not even sure that works anymore, that last part, because I have an example that I live every day. I work from home. My wife works from home. Our marketplace is virtual and by telephone. That's our marketplace. So we don't physically leave our home to go into the marketplace. We bring the marketplace right here in our home. Now, we both are entrepreneurs. We both only earn money when we produce something. So we both know what time it is. We both know, and we do some stuff together. Like we host this show together. We do some workshops together. We host events together. So all of that for us, at least in my household, runs together. That's what it does. It runs together. So I cannot separate my home from the marketplace or the marketplace from my home. It's all one, and actually I really believe it works for me and my house. Maybe not everybody's home, but my house, it does. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Hey, Cardboard Lisa. Yes, I got Cardboard Lisa with me, and I got my coffee. Today's topic is scroll number 4. Now, let's talk about this too. This is Thursday. They have changed. COVID-19 has infected every part of my life, even the sports. Now, normally this is our NCAA time. National Collegiate Athletic Association men's and women's basketball tournament. This is the most iconic event of the year behind the Super Bowl as far as sports goes. And I normally love the NCAAs. And normally the way it goes is like this. On Thursday of the first day of the NCAAs, which will be today, the games start at 12 and they go to 12 at night. It's like 12 to 12 college basketball on Thursday and Friday. And then on Saturday, it starts at 12 again, and it goes to like about 10 or 11 again on Saturday. And again on Sunday. This is the weekend. This is the weekend where you get all that basketball. But no, COVID had to come in, and they're not starting the games today at 12. They're not starting the games today until 5. And they're only going to have like 4 games today. They're pushing it all back into Monday. So now we've been normally Thursday through Sunday. Now it's freaking going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. What the heck is that? That's going to challenge everything. I'm a traditionalist. So if you are not into sports and you happen to be in a household with someone that is into sports, cut them some slack. Give them some rope. Give them some snacks. And give them something to drink. And let them enjoy their games. That's good counsel. A few years ago, there was this television show called Empire, and Empire started to dominate the world and social media. And when Empire came on, the men were supposed to be quiet and let the women enjoy Empire. And men were enjoying Empire too. But I remember, was it Empire? Oh no, it wasn't Empire. It was the show I'm thinking of was Scandal. Scandal was the one that did everything. Scandal. Scandal this is Scandal that. Uh Scandal. Glenda says, usually watch it at school also. That's right. We watch it at school also. But Scandal, when Scandal came in, it was like dominating everything. So I made a post when they had the Scandal season finale, a 2-hour season finale, and they had announced it. I never watched not even 1 minute of the show, but I knew it was Scandal 2-hour season finale. And I made a Facebook post. All right, fellas. So tonight, Scandal's 2-hour finale. So after Scandal, life can resume like normal. After Scandal, life can go back to normal. But then I couldn't help myself. I said, you know what, fellas? While Scandal's on tonight, you should go up to your woman and say, baby, let's talk a little bit. Let's just have a conversation. I just want to hear how you're doing, hear about your day. Let's talk now. And if she tries to not talk with you now during Scandal, you should say to her, what's more important, me or some TV show? That's what I told men to do back in that day. And I got a lot of posts from women and dudes like, you trying to get us cussed out. You trying to start a fight. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. But isn't that what women do too? Glenda says, usually watching at school. Melissa Price is here. Good morning. Good morning, Paw B. Good morning, Cardboard Lisa. Yes, Cardboard Lisa's in the house. Cardboard Lisa's in the house. Melissa Price, she kind of reminded me something. I told a story at the men's meeting this week that blew their minds a little bit. Should I tell that story today, Melissa? It's a very short story, but it's impactful. Should I tell a story, Melissa? And I'm so excited also because tomorrow I'm going to get on the car and I'm going to hit the highway going from Charlotte, North Carolina, going to Raleigh, North Carolina, because all day Friday and Saturday, and I'm coming back on Sunday, I'm going to be in Raleigh, where it happens to be my son who turned 18 yesterday, and all 6 of my grandchildren. Is it 6 or is it 5? Let's see. This one's got 3. It's 5 in Raleigh and 1 in Charlotte. That's right. Okay, so thank you. I got 6 grands and 5 granddaughters, and all my granddaughters live up in Raleigh. So I'm going to go see my granddaughters, my grandbabies. And you want to hear an impression? You want to see an impression of me hanging out with my granddaughter Aubrey, my oldest granddaughter? This is an impression of me and Aubrey hanging together. Papa, 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 Papa. That's what it sounds like, okay? Because she wants me to see everything. And she's in gymnastics and she's got toys and she wants to jump and show off and play. She wants to play with me. She wants to run. And if I'm sitting on the couch, for example, I don't know where she got this from, but she thinks this is funny. She wants to run and kind of like dive and I catch her, okay? Oh, now that's fun for a while. But she can get you going. But I love. I don't get to see them nearly as enough, so I'm gonna have some fun with my grandbabies. Tell me a story, Melissa. This is a story that you can tell to your women's groups. I'm not your women's group, but your the group that you was talking about where you have anyway, you can tell it on your broadcast, you can tell it on your show. This is something I think adults will appreciate more, but maybe kids will enjoy it too. Phyllis says, enjoy because when they get older, it may change. Surely they will. By the time they turn teenagers, they ain't got no time for old man. Oh my goodness. Listen, I still lap dive on my pawpaw all 36 years of me. She still dives on him, and she's 36. He probably still loves it too. He probably still loves it. But there was a man, a pawpaw, sitting in his lounge chair at his home reading a book. And his 5-year-old grandson is bothering him. wanting his attention, asking him stuff, keep bothering him, pestering him. And he wants to just kind of sit there and read his book. He's in that mode. He's got his book there. He wants to just read his book, and the kid's bothering him. There happened to be a magazine right there on the nightstand. So he picks up the magazine, he quickly leaps through it, and he sees on one of the pages, the whole page was a picture of the world, of the whole world, a map of the world. So he tears the picture out of the magazine, and then he tears the picture up. And he says, grandson, he said, I want you to tape this picture back together of the world. And he figures that would get the kid busy for a while. He could have some peace and quiet for a while, is what he's figuring. And the kid takes it on as like a challenge. Okay, great, I could do that, no problem. He takes it and he's excited about it. And the kid's done like in 5 minutes, maybe less than 5 minutes. Picture completely together. And granddad's like, how could you possibly do that so fast? He said, well, on the other side of the world, there was a picture of a man's face. And I figured if I just put the face together, then that'll put the world together. So the point is, if you put the man together, if you put the person together, the world will be together. Now, in the men's group, when I said that, it impacted the men. It's like, right, if we get ourselves together, the classic 70s line, get your shit together, man. Get your shit together. Okay, if we get ourselves together, our worlds will be better. Mike Wickett, the famous book speaker in the 70s, he used to talk about when he do workshops, motivational workshops, people would very often say things like, man, I wish my wife was here to see this, or my husband needed this. And he would often say, oh, no, no. You're here now, and you're thinking that your spouse needed it, but you're here. The right person is here. You needed this information so that you can be right for that person at home that you think needed this. Yeah, but my husband, he won't sing in the shower. He won't do all of this stuff. You do it. You'll be amazed at how much better your world gets when you get better. You'll be amazed at how much your world improves when you improve. You'll be amazed at how much better your business life gets when you get better at your business. Amazing how that works. You'll be amazed at how lucky you get when you work harder. Hard work produces luck. That's right. Consistent hard work and working in the right way and getting mentors and doing what the mentor actually says produces a predictable result. You'd be amazed. We all need to get better. Melissa Price says, good story. I love it. Get your ish together. That's right, Melissa. It's now 9:26. Today's topic, I want to stay on point. Today's topic is, I am nature's greatest miracle. Now, this comes from the classic book, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. But at the end of the book, the hero of the book, he gives these 10 scrolls, 10 rules to how to be happy and successful for your life. And he gives them to this young man, and he encourages this young man to follow these scrolls to be successful. The first scroll was, today I begin a new life. And we did that on Monday. And we talked about it on Monday. So the second scroll was, I will let love lead. I will let love be my greatest weapon, because love will soften hearts just like the sun softens clay. Love, they might distrust you, but your love will warm them to you. Love, love, love. The third scroll was, I will persist until I succeed. Beverly says, in all caps, yes, I saw me in all this. And that's the right way. If something that we have said on this broadcast causes you at any moment to think about your own life and how it applies to your life, or if you can think about situations where that worked in your life, that means that you just got some good preaching. If you can hear these words and any part of it resonates with you in your life, that means you're getting good preaching. Yes, it does. That's what good preaching means. If you can listen to the word of the speaker and say, you know what, I need to do that starting today. I need to go home and say that to my spouse. I need to go home and get that ish together. I need to finish that. I need to do that. I need to start that. I need to complete that. I need to see that through. I need to go and apologize for that. I need to connect with that person again. I need to forgive this one or that one again. Yes, if any part of that applies to your life, that means you heard some good preaching. I will persist until I succeed. You only have to win the last time, you know. And here's another cool thing that I've often said to my clients. Um, the ones that don't answer the phone don't count. They don't. You don't even count them on your stats. Why track the ones that you don't get to talk to? And the ones that the sales that you don't make don't count either. Those don't count either. The ones that count are the ones that do that you do make. Track those. I will persist until I succeed. You know, different versions of that. Persistence and persistence alone is omnipotent. That's from a pro quote by I think Wilson. Persistence and persistence alone is omnipotent. There's actually a quote about that, and he's talking about um, talent. He says unfulfilled talent is almost a proverb because there's talent on every street corner. You know, there's talent on every street corner, unfulfilled. But the one who will fulfill their talent, you know, that's the ones that win. I will persist until I succeed is the third of the 10 scrolls, and the fourth one is I am nature's greatest miracle. Isn't it interesting that the next scroll after I will persist until I succeed is the one that says I am nature's greatest miracle? You know, you're going to take some hits. You're going to take some failures. No one wins all of the time, and you're not supposed to win all of the time. That's not how life works. It just doesn't work like that. You're not supposed to only have successes. You can't only have sunshine. You need the rain and the sun. You need the wins and the losses. You need all of that stuff to count. Beverly says, this one reminded me of the book of Proverbs. That's where I live in the wisdom of common sense. It makes me feel accountable of who I am created to be, and it makes me feel like I am valued. Yeah, and it does it for me too. It really did. Just reading that aloud reminds us of our uniqueness. There's nobody like you, Beverly. No one. No one has your collection of experiences. No one has your collection of gifts, skills, and talents. No one does. There's no one that has your collections of gifts, skills, and talents. No one looks like you either. No one sounds like you either. No one smells like you either. No one. You're unique. And there is always value in that which is rare. There is value in that which is rare. And you are completely rare. You know, you're even more valuable than that. You ever heard of these court cases where I heard of a court case, a woman got to a car accident and it messed up her mouth. So she was no longer able to smile. Okay. She couldn't smile anymore. And she won like a $1 billion lawsuit because she no longer had the ability to smile. Come on, man. Your smile is worth $10 million, you know, or whatever you can give for it. Your body is worth some stuff. And the greatest computers ever built, they're just now getting to the place where they can even approximate originating a thought, approximate artificial intelligence. Right now, they're just at a place where they can approximate it. Because one thing your brain has over all the computers is you can originate a thought. Now, the computers can calculate stuff. They can calculate and figure stuff that someone inputs. And they can probably do it better than you and better than me. Okay, they can calculate stuff and find stuff, of course. But that computer that can calculate so well cannot originate a thought. Originate a thought. That's your uniqueness. You can be at home, you can be anywhere and have an original thought that could be your $1 million idea. You know what I should do? You know, a lot of people have a problem with this, but I think I can solve that problem with this. Or if we do it this way, that would make it easier or faster for someone else or less stressful for someone else. You can originate a thought. And that's another thing that makes you so unique. You are nature's greatest miracle. The Spiller says, that's right. Nope, not one. They can't do it. So Beverly kind of alluded to it earlier. You know, she saw some of herself in all of these scrolls that we've gone through. We've got 6 more to go. Those of you that are on here right now, some of you guys have been with us for the whole journey of these scrolls. Is it doing anything for you? Is it making any kind of a difference? Are you receiving any message from it? From the messages of, today I begin a new life. I will let love lead me in all things. I will persist until I succeed, and I am nature's greatest miracle. Are these thoughts doing anything for you? I would like to believe that it is. I would like to believe that it's impacting you in some kind of a way. It is to me. Oh man, I thought I was finished with the chapter. There's a few more stanzas to that chapter. I need to cover them. A few more stanzas. I thought I was finished it, but it wasn't. I have been given eyes to see and a mind to think. And now I know a great secret of life. For I perceive at last that all my problems, discouragements, and heartaches are in truth great opportunities in disguise. I will no longer be fooled by the garments that they wear, for mine eyes are open. I will look beyond the cloth and I will not be deceived. I am nature's greatest miracle. No beast, no plant, no wind, no rain, no rock, no lake had the same beginning as I. For I was conceived in love and brought forth with a purpose. In the past, I have not considered this fact, but it will henceforth shape and guide my life. I am nature's greatest miracle. And nature knows not defeat. Eventually, she emerges victorious, and so will I. And with each victory, the next struggle becomes less difficult. I will win, and I will become a great salesman, for I am unique. I am nature's greatest miracle. I missed that last part right there. But yeah, don't be fooled by what they look like. Open your eyes and see what the real is. I found that because I was looking to see what tomorrow's scroll is. But tomorrow is scroll mark number 5. Now, again, there's 10 of them. But scroll mark number 5, we're going to cover tomorrow. And that scroll says, I will live this day as if my last. And I know that's a lot of people get that. I know a lot of people think they know what that means. But I know it confuses a lot of people. But that's for tomorrow. That last stanza. Nothing had the same beginning as you. You're not going to be deceived by what others look like and what they say. I will look beyond the cloth and I will not be deceived. I will win and I will become great, for I am unique. Man, if this doesn't motivate you a little, Beverly says, listen, I am reading this every day before I do anything. It's changing my thoughts. The beautiful thing, thank you, Beverly, for sharing that. In the first part of the book is giving you instructions on how to use the scrolls, how to use them. Now, in the first part of the book, it tells you that you should stay with one scroll for 30 days. And they want you to read the same scroll 3 times that day. Read scroll number 1 in the morning, read scroll number 1 in the afternoon, read scroll number 1 in the evening. The same scroll 3 times a day for 30 days. He wants you to live with the scrolls. And then he wants you to pick up the next scroll and go do the same thing for 30 days. Now, when I had a team, I bought everybody a copy of the book, and I told them that they're required to read it with me, but I didn't have time to do 30 days of each scroll. But I spent 1 week, Monday through Friday, with scroll 1 with the team. And then the next week, we did the whole week with scroll number 2. We reread the same scroll every day and chopped it up. We read the scroll and then talked about it. Read the scroll, talked about it. Read the scroll, talked about it for 5 days. And we did all 10 scrolls, 10 weeks. At first, they didn't like it, but probably around the second or third week, Everybody was into it. They knew what they had to do. Glenda says, I am rare, and no one knows how and what my thoughts are. No one but you and your Heavenly Father have any idea. You know, one of my friends, Sporty King, who's a poet, he has this poem that he does that I like. I always request that he does it. And he's talking about women. And the poem is called, Do You Have Any Idea How Fine You Are? And he really gets into it. I mean, he puts the whole crick in his back. And do you have any idea how fine you are? And he gets all into it like that. I mean, he pauses it out and then says a few more poetic prose. But do you really have any idea how fine you are? And the women love it. They're squirming in their chairs when he does it. I brought that up because I want you to understand. Do you have any idea how important you are? Do you have any idea how rare you are? Do you have any idea just how fine you are? Yes, and I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you, Miss Phyllis. Yes, I am. I'm talking about you, Glenda, you, Melissa. I'm talking about you. Anyone who's heard me say it. Do you have any idea? Any idea how good you are? Do you? Do you have any idea of how you can create? Have I not told you that you are creators? Have I not said that you will do greater than these things? Have I not told you that you are gods? Have I not told you? Come on, man. You are nature's greatest miracle. Can I get an amen? Let the church say amen. It's now 9:40. I'm going to do the greeting songs. That's right. Beverly says, my middle name on Facebook is Uniquely Taking Over. Beverly, uniquely taken over. Amen. Beverly, do you have any idea just how fine you are? Glenda, do you have any idea just how fine you are? Shouts out to Sporty King. If you don't know him, shouts out to him. All right. I'm going to do greeting songs, and I'm only going to do the greeting songs to the people that are here. You know what I mean? If you ain't here, you don't get none. Just go to the top. Who was up first today? Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Miss Phyllis, do you have any idea just how fine you are? It's kind of fun to say, actually. Glenda Tate Williams. I'm not going to sound like Lisa Glenda. But Glenda's riding on the freeway with makeup in her pink Cadillac. Come on, Glenda. Ride with me. Glenda's riding on the freeway with makeup in her pink Cadillac. Come on, girl. You know what time it is. Amen to that. Henry B. Dar says, go hard, Brian McNeil. I am honoring my guests is all I'm doing today. Beverly's here. Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. The heat of Let's Talk About It. This show is called Let's Talk About It. We do personal conversations, business information, and spiritual inspiration. with a little bit of shenanigans. Our express ministry, me and Cardboard Lisa's express ministry, is economic independence through entrepreneurship. That's it. Okay, this show's been going Monday through Friday since October 2016. Yes, it has been that long. Wow. Now, one person who knows how long it's been is the next person I'm going to honor, Miss Melissa Price. You see, because Melissa Price been rocking with us for years. Glenda says, don't realize it, been programmed not to think that way. I am fine. Say it with me now. I am fine. Come on, Glenda. Beverly says, we're singing with you, Brian. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Who's next? Melissa Price. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price, the head usher of Let's Talk About It. The head usher. Now, you know, they got a lot of different ushers, okay? I mean, they might have a team of ushers. There's only one head usher. That's the one that says, you go there. Lisa Santiago McNeil, do you have any idea of how fine you are? That's coming from our good friend, Dr. Beverly. That's right. Glenda Williams says, thank you. Reclaim my greatness. Get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Get your blessing. Go get your greatness, too. That's right. Do you have any idea? Woo! And it's today's scroll again. I am nature's greatest miracle. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. Good morning, Sister Pamela Howard. Pamela Howard, do you understand that you are nature's greatest miracle, Pamela? Do you understand that there's never, ever been anybody like you? No one has your collection. Pamela Howard, do you have any idea just how fine you are? Glenda says, I am fine. Greatness. That's right. Reclaim it. Come on with it. You are nature's greatest miracle. And the miracle, if you think you don't believe in miracles, if you think you don't believe in miracles, witness a childbirth. Pamela says, I do. With an exclamation point. I do have an idea. If you don't believe in miracles, witness a childbirth. I think it's impossible to witness a child being born without thinking about God, without thinking about the miracle of life. I've seen it several times. Melissa Price says, I am fine. That's right, Melissa, you are. But if you watch a childbirth, you realize that you're close to God in that moment. You feel the miracle, you feel his presence watching a child be born. And why should the miracle that produced your life end with your birth? It should not end with your birth. The miracle that produced your life should continue throughout your life. You are nature's greatest miracle. And in anything that is rare, there is value to it. There is value to it. Anything that is rare. Melissa Price, I am rolling on the floor over here. Do it again. Fine. Baby, I do requests. I do requests. Do you have any idea just how fine you are? Oh, shouts out to Sporty King. I got that from Sporty. Okay. I'm not taking no credit or no origination of it, but I am appropriating it for the purposes of this talk today, that you are nature's greatest miracle. You know, there was a jam back in the 70s called Skin Tight. Okay, Skin Tight. I think it's the Ohio Players or somebody. But the lyrics are just amazing. Sometimes I look up those lyrics and I just think they're so freaking cool. The lyrics, there's like, you're a bad, bad missus in your skin tight breeches, running folks into ditches. Girl, you're about to bust some stitches. Skin tight. This dude is talking about a woman in her skin tight pants, but she's so bad. She's got brothers running in the ditches, and about to bust some stitches. Come on. That man, he saw something. It tickled me. It's 9:48. I came in the door. I said it before. I'll never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it was biting me, fighting me, inviting me to rhyme. I couldn't hold it back. I was looking for the line. I was apprehensive about doing this show by myself today because I haven't done a solo episode in a long time. I've done it before, and really, Lisa and I knew that in the beginning. One of the beautiful things about us doing it together is because we both are speakers, we both are workshop facilitators. There will be times when one of us is called away. We knew that going in the game. There's going to be times when I got a mission and I can't do this mission, but I was comforted knowing that my wife was capable of carrying the water by herself. My wife needs the same confidence in me that when she can't be on point, when she can't be in place, she needs to be secure that her husband could do the show without her there. He can still handle it, handle it, handle it, handle it. And I'm so grateful that you guys helped me to handle it. Melissa Price, you slayed the show today, Paw B. I feel pumped. Good. Now, Melissa is pumped, and she's fine, and she's unique, and she's rare. Melissa, I'm going to say this to you, my sister. You can get a lot done when you feel like that. You know, I had a roommate one time. He was older than me, and he talked about when I would say something motivational around the apartment, or I would do something motivational. He used to tell me, Brian, I like it when you get like that because when you get in a motivated mode, you can get a lot done. Glenda Say said the show went on. You can get a lot done when you get in a motivated mode. Tony Robbins called it when you get into state, when you get yourself into the right headspace. When you get into state, you can get a lot done. You can get a lot done more effectively. Melissa Price says, I am pumped and I'm fine. Boom. That's right, girl. What can't you do right now? You can get it done. You can get it done right now. What? What dishes, please? Give me that soap. Give me that rag. What? What? You want to negotiate? You want me to lower my rates? No, you raise your standards and pay me my money. What sweep? What floors? Please. I'm sweep the floor. That's right. But I'm gonna get the corners. I'm gonna get that detail done because I'm in state. I got the right frame of mind. I'm like Martin Luther King says, if you are called to be a street sweeper, sweep those streets so well that it gives honor to God. That the angels will say, this floor has been swept well. That's what I'm talking about. Get it done. Glenda says, show was popping with 3 exclamation points. What was that? 4 exclamation points. Well, good. It's 9:51. I clear out of here in 4 minutes because I got to yield space. I got to yield room because at 10 a.m. this morning. Oh, you think my show is popping? You think my show is popping? Coach Ja comes on at 10. Coach Ja. Yesterday, I peeped in on his show, and he had like 10 people up on screen in different boxes, boy. He was going in, and they were laughing, and they were chopping it up. Coach Ja has got a great show. It's called Coffee Time with the Coach, Coach Ja Smalls. His show comes on at 10, so we're yielding space, which he's a part of our growing network right here on the Empowerment Duo page. The Empowerment Duo. Do you understand how bad these people are on the Empowerment Duo? Started out with just Lisa and Brian. That's good. We're the Empowerment Duo, and we are amazing. But now we got some old other stuff. We got Coffee Time with Coach Ja at 10. At 11 a.m. Oh my gosh. Y'all been seeing it for a year and a half now. William Brown show. Go be you. You know, unapologetically you, William Brown at 11 a.m. Did y'all know that at 8 p.m. we have Cortez Springer and the Cortez Hustle Show? 8 a.m., excuse me, 8 a.m. Before we start, got Cortez Hustle on here. Cortez be popping. I love to catch him whenever I get a chance to. He starts at 8. And did you know that now? Before Cortez even, I think it starts at 7 or 7:30. I'm not sure. We also got Evan Jefferson on this episode, on this network. Evan Jefferson, the Black Billionaire Club founder, he talks money. He talks money in a way that you never heard money talked about before. Did you know that on Tuesday evenings at 8:30, we got Dr. Deborah Dunstan show on this network? Thank you, Melissa Price. Bill's show is called Disconnect to Connect Conversations. Whoop, whoop. Did you know at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, Dr. Deborah Dunstan has a show? Healing Hearts with Dr. Deborah Dunstan. Did you know that right here on this network on Thursdays at 12:30 p.m., we got Stephanie Morris has a show on this network on Thursdays at 12:30 p.m.? Did you guys know that? Count them up. All that aggregate talent. Did y'all know that Tuyani's going to restart her show and come back with us again? Did y'all know this? What? With that aggregate collection of gifts, skills, and talents, we can get anything done. Did you know if you took a steady diet of just the people that I mentioned, your whole life and everything in it will get better? These collection of shows, they keep you green and growing. They keep feeding you with nutrition. They do. These shows, these talks, they feed you with nutrition so that you can go, do, be, have better. I know this to be true. A steady diet of what we have put together. Did you know that we got more nother stuff coming? Thank you for being a part of today's broadcast. Thank you for being a consistent part of what my wife Lisa and I do. Thank you for all of your love, support. We want to extend it back to you. It's now 9:55. The show is about to end. I want you guys to have an amazing day on purpose. I want you to think about just how important you are today. I want you to think about just how fine you really are. God bless you.